People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. First thing that is popping in the news. Con alert, thief alert, 2-foot puss, hyenery alerts. Look at your screen, the picture that you see. This man's name is Christopher Wayne White. Christopher Wayne White is what we call big-time thief, sociopath, somebody that over his lifespan has managed to manipulate, con people locally and overseas. If you've ever seen or used that site, locator zone in Jamaica, billboards that are plastered all over Jamaica. If you give this man any sorts of deposit for any sorts of transaction, just know, say, you just get robbed. If you are the wife or girlfriend of this man, just know, say, your pumps, it is contaminated. If you have a picnic for this man, just know, say, that little picnic of the thief genes, of the thief chromosome. This is the history of Mr. Christopher Wayne White. He was a ritzy real estate developer, real estate agent in Florida, United States. However, his most notable accomplishment is scamming, defrauding, shamming person of in excess of $5 million US. $5 million US he uses company, Chris Group. He was charged for using a financial institution to swindle these persons, many victims, most of them elderly. He was also charged for wire transfer fraud, using his company to defraud the public. No source of trust. He was given 41 months, sentenced to 41 months for that conviction in 2015. He was then deported back to Jamaica after him did the 41 months. So therefore, him there in Jamaica right now a set up shop. However, let me tell you something else. That man was in the United States. He was committing all sorts of thievery, all sorts of crime. As a matter of fact, in just 1 year. In September, he defrauded some people. He was out on $150,000 bail. This was September. While he was out on bail, he was arrested again in October for the same DAMN thing. Needless to say, they took away that bail. They locked him up. It is also said that this man also played with the U.S. government, notably ICE, Immigration and Customs. He lied on his citizenship application that yes, he is a stellar personality. Him don't have any sorts of criminal conviction. However, him never member say, I know Jamaica him there. Him there the big bad United States of America, where they actually do check, vet any and everybody, validate and verify every information. So anyways, he also tried to take out, well, he did accomplish taking out a loan for some sorts of waterfront mansion valued at $4.9 million. However, it seems as if he could not thief enough or thief fast enough to keep up. He eventually lost that mansion. In Debaka, Jamaica right now, like me say, locator zone. I have seen them driving up and down Ocherius, Mobile and Negril, where they are renting all sorts of stuff, making all sorts of promises. He is going around telling people that he is developing this property and that property, especially in a St. Mary, but all over the North Coast, Ochi, Mobile, Negril. I am sure that somebody listening to this, looking at this picture on the screen, has been a victim. He has left a trail of victim from Florida, United States, back down at Jamaica as we speak right now. Me hear say him set up shop in the Ocho area. Note what he is doing. He is targeting investors. He is targeting Jamaican diaspora. The people who live overseas who want to come back home and retire. Especially people in England and people in Canada. Now we know that the people in England maybe too cold, maybe they must spend too much time at the pub, but it seems as if those are the most gullible and vulnerable Jamaican people. Me no know, me just hear people tell me this. Based on the information, it is said that this man, whenever he was confronted about his wrongs, and people find him out and catch him and ask, then hold on a minute. You never get charged over so in the big bad America. His explanation would be, you know, my wife was in some serious thing where persons were threatening to kill her. So therefore, me have to thief the money for rescue my wife. I was being a stand-up husband. My wife was in some sort of problem with cash plus, and the people in Jamaica did try to take her away. So therefore, me have to thief the WHITE people in my other in Florida in order to save my wife's life. So people, he is playing that sympathetic role. He is playing this type of person that did bad to do some good. So therefore, him a thief to save him wife life. Even worse than that, it is said that whenever this man makes contact with you, he appears or acts as if he is now a transformed Christian, a man of God. He would bombard your message, whether a WhatsApp, whether a your email, your Gmail, whatever contact him have with you. If him even go on some sorts of phonogram, him a tell you say him a Christian, him a bombard you with all sorts of scripture, all sorts of holy message. What he is doing, he is trying to gain your confidence, because obviously, if people think say him a Christian, it is least likely that they would think that he is a thief. However, Mr. When name Smith, all of these other people on TV, them pastor, the whole of them are thief. I just at CVM and TVJ. No, me expose them already, but them still do the same thing. But people, me no they have to talk about that right now. That is for our next day. It is also said he also conned the people by using his American accent. Because like me say, him dead for a very long time. So therefore, a thief, him know whatever tools that he need to have to make sure say him have it in him repertoire. So therefore, when he go out and he speak his pokey and he tells you, well, you know, in 2020, I developed this complex in Ocho for 35 apartments worth US $12 billion. And I sold all of them all at a profit. And then you're convinced, because people, one thing we know, Jamaican people, them frightened for brown people, them frightened for WHITE people, and them frightened for foreign accents. However, like me say, this man is nothing but a con man. This man is nothing but a thief. Point blank and period. So people, like me say, in Florida, United States, he acted, his company, Chris Group. However, people, his real estate license was revoked for him conning so many persons. In a Jamaica right now, locator zone, that is what he is using. He is working in conjunction with some individuals and also some company. Don't know if those company or individuals know that he is a stark cold thief or because they are getting the proceeds of the crime. They are convinced by him that, listen, just leave it up to me, use your company and reference me. I will take the problem when the problem comes. What he did in Florida, United States, is get deposits for property that he was either selling or buying for you. He had neither one. All he did, convince you to give him more deposit than deposit that you actually need to initiate any sorts of sale or any sorts of buying. Do it in America, do it in Jamaica. Watch out for this man, locator zone. If you have done any sorts of business under that company which he is transacting conmanship through. So my point is this: whether you are renting, leasing, buying, or selling, any kind of transaction that you're in with this man, like them say, it is just promises. You have nothing coming. A promise is a comfort to a fool. Now people, when we listen news and we hear them say, but this person, this lady, this man was a real estate agent, was a lawyer. People, title means absolutely nothing unless, of course, you live uptown and you're trying to influence your little shallow friends. It means absolutely nothing. You cannot trust nobody in a Jamaica, especially a stark, cold, criminal, sociopath man like this man. Yeah. So may I say, that is why we see so much people losing their life, because them end up on the wrong side of the Tarzan justice, and people justifiably so, because this man, he is using his accent, he is using his charm. He could sell ice to an Eskimo. However, people, that is what con people do. So at the end of the day, I am forewarning you, pre-warning you, make you know, whenever you see this man, stay far from him. The relevant authority, the fraud squad, CTAC or whoever is the relevant authority, only need to take this man off of the street, because if him can create so much damage in a big America, Florida to be specific, just imagine when he's amongst the land of the corrupt and thief and crooked, especially these lawyers. Remember, these lawyers, including the GLC, General Legal Counsel, whenever him hire some sort of top lawyer, you have nothing coming. If him get a slap on the wrist, him get whole heap. You not gonna ever get back your money. You not gonna get back your place. Him not have nothing for rent. Him not have nothing for give. Him don't have dry SHIT in him ASS. All him have sweet talk and empty promises. That is a comfort to a fool. Don't be a JACKASS. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. This might be your granny's favorite channel. However, this is not the run-of-the-mill mama and papa boring channel. If you appreciate videos, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Point blank and period.